We're recording on this computer as well.
Yeah, recording.
Yep. And I gave you the link. I don't know if he's coming or not. I gave him the link. He's seen the link, so we'll see. And all right, we're streaming. And we're live. What's up, folks? It's just John and I right now. We don't know what's going to happen. We're here. We got the sports nerds. Hello, everybody. How we doing? John, how you doing? I know you had a rough day yesterday.
A rough day? No, I didn't. No. Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. I thought you meant like there was something like, online or something. No.
Yes. Your online life is awesome, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we'll discuss that in a minute.
Everything going all right for you?
Yeah, man. It's just Christmas here, so it's absolute chaos.
Yep.
I literally just got in. Okay, so how do I say this? My family is a certain part of Christianity.
Yes.
And in that certain part of Christianity, vegetarianism and veganism is big, right? So there's a specialty store specifically for this little part of Christianity that's like 50 miles away from here. Okay. And it's the only one in Western Canada. So today was the day we decided to go down, 3 days before Christmas. So, it would be, just an absolute gong show. So I've been driving all day. I finally got home, and then my wife was like, I need something at Walmart. So I had to run to Walmart. When you texted me, I was literally in the line for Walmart saying, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I just got in. So this has been my day. This has been my life now for the past week. Just absolute madness.
Yeah.
So.
Well, mine's less dramatic. It's just me, but I do have family, of course, and I have the entire week off. I don't go back to work until the 30th. So I've got the whole week off from work. And I go to my mom's, not my mom's, I go to my uncle's in Melbourne on Tuesday. Hey, Elliot, there he is. And on Tuesday, and I'll come home probably Thursday, maybe Friday, depending on how the discussions are going and how the topics are. And, because my family is totally opposite of me as far as political spectrum, and I just don't want to hear it. So, but we'll see how it goes.
Is that really a thing? Like,
yes, it is.
Like in my family is very a smorgasbord of and I remember as a kid, it was taboo to talk about it at the dinner table.
Well, see, the problem is I have a stepfather and his brother love to try and trigger me. They do it on purpose.
Right.
And they want to talk. They want to, tell me because I am the only progressive / liberal in my family. I'm it. Everybody else are.
Hi, Brett. Raj, what's happening, man?
So, hey, Brett. They love to try to get under my skin. I've gotten better over the years of just ignoring them and moving on, but it's to the point where sometimes I just can't, and I get so irritated I got to walk out of the room. So, but it depends on how that goes and everything, and depending on my mood, if I want to drive back Thursday or if I want to drive back Friday. So, but that's
I would get into it, man. Just have some fun, bro.
Not worth it. It's not worth the drama. It's not worth the aggravation. It's just not worth it.
Why? Like, that sounds like fun to me.
No,
what better way to celebrate?
It's not fun to me. It's not fun to me because I don't like arguing with my family. I don't like it. Elliot, how you doing, buddy? You feeling all right?
I was sick the last couple of days. And I just got back from the vet, dropping off duty.
Yeah.
Because he's not doing good.
Hey, Roger.
So, there's another dog I might lose.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a major headache tonight, so we'll try to get through this as best I can. So
pop the Advil and buck up, bro.
I've got aspirin. All I have in the house is aspirin that expired in 2005. That's all I have. My Excedrin is my Excedrin is on my desk at work.
This is anti-headache medicine right here. Water, lots and lots. See, look what you're drinking. You're drinking something with color in it. That's sugar, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's Crystal Light. It's not sugar.
Okay, but it's not water. So what you need is to be drinking tons of water, bro. Tons of it. Just water, straight up water.
Do like me. I have a bottle of tea at one side and I have water on the other. So that way I just mix them in.
I'm telling you, man, change your life. Get rid of all that flavored crap. Just go straight water.
I can't stand drinking regular water. I just can't.
Why don't you get that flavored stuff that you squeeze into the water?
That's what this is. This is Crystal.
No, that's Crystal Light, dude. That's not the liquid. The non. Hi, Sean. What's up? It's not.
Yeah, I'm talking about the flavored liquid.
Yeah. It doesn't have zero anything in it.
Right.
Yeah. I can get you healthy, bro. You just got to listen to
Dr. It adds flavor to your water. That way you don't have to trip on it.
Dr. John and Nurse Elliot. Okay, no one wants to come and listen to us.
We are the diabetic.
I wouldn't look good in those white pantyhose.
Yes. Oh hell yeah, man! That's what I'm talking about. Doctor, nurse, stat.
Ain't no candy striper here.
Yeah, the diabetic triplets on camera trying to tell each other how to get well.
Yeah, how to get healthy, right? Yeah, stay healthy. This is how you do it. Yeah, to be the picture of health like I am. Right? Turn red in the face if I just breathe heavy.
Oh, geez, too funny.
Yeah. So football. Where do we start? Do we talk with your?
Well, let's start with the Saturday games because they were first. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk Saturday games.
First of all, Tampa Bay is the gift that keeps on giving. It is Jameis Winston. It's like the 6th or 7th game of the season where the very first pass he throws was a pick. But miraculously, they were in the game until the very end. I mean, they could have won the game, but again, he throws a pick to end it. So, but Jameis is the gift that keeps on giving. Is
he the starting quarterback in Tampa Bay next year?
Yes, I think he is actually. He's the bipolar quarterback we all love to hate. Okay,
right.
Because you don't know
he'll throw 3 picks, but he'll throw 4 touchdowns too,
and throw for 400 yards. Yes, he does it all the time.
Right.
It's never a dull moment with Jameis. I think they bring him back one more year because they're not going to have a high enough draft pick probably to pick his replacement this year. So I mean, unless they go after the kid from Oregon or maybe the kid from Washington, I forget his name. But anyway, it's the Bucs are just.
It's an adventure, buddy.
It's an adventure with the Bucs. The defense is solid. The defense is playing very well, but unfortunately, they have a quarterback that doesn't know what color jersey he's wearing that day he's playing. So it is what it is. So
love it.
And everybody in the country's talking about him as far as the pundits are concerned and the desk jockeys. They're all talking about Jameis, and he's just fun to watch. But yet, you cringe every time he throws the ball because you don't know where.
He's bipolar at quarterback.
Yes, he is, very much so. But we'll get to that, Brett. I got some comments about that. So they played Houston yesterday. Texans win it. The Texans wrap up the division, so they're going to have a home playoff game. Since they beat Tennessee last week, and they play Tennessee again this week, so Tennessee's playing for their playoff lives as well. After they had New Orleans right where they wanted them this week, and they end up giving that game up too. Let me move on, and I'm going to skip your game for now, John. We'll come back to that real quick as far as yesterday's game. Then you go into the LA game, which I did not watch that game at all last night. I really didn't care.
You missed a good one.
LA was kicking their ass for a while, and then all of a sudden, here comes San Francisco. So, Elliott, I got to hand it to you. That tight end is nice. I like him on my team. I really do.
Who?
Higbee?
Yeah, Tyler.
I told you.
Yeah. The Rams tight end Higbee. He's a decent tight end. He got me some really good.
I was nice enough to give Scott a benefit of advice, and he took it.
Oh.
He had Tyler Eifert in his lineup, and I said, "You got the wrong Tyler in there, dude."
Yeah. So he set me on Higbee, and Higbee has.
So are you in the finals? Did you win or something? Or?
Elliott is in the Elliott beat me last week, so he's in the final.
Yeah, he's in the third place game.
I'm in the third place game, and I'm up by 60 points right now. So.
Yeah, congratulations.
I might actually get my money back this year.
And Elliot, how are you doing?
Me, I'm playing Raja for the title, and I'm up by 11.
Ridge Raj Lodge. He was here for a second. I don't know if he's still here or not.
Yep.
But Yeah, he's here to talk smack because he got destroyed in the other league we were in. But
yeah. So, and I'm playing the third place game against Elliot's friend.
cool.
I forget.
There you go.
What's his name? I forget his name. Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamal Charles?
No, not Jamal Charles.
Not even close, yo.
Of course you are, Raj. I'm pulling for you, man. You gotta beat Elliot. Does he have a chance? Does he have anybody else playing? Or
the problem is Elliot lost most of his studs this week.
Dude, I lost. And let me tell you what happened. And I lost. Who did I lose? I lost Mike Evans.
Yep.
I lost Calvin Ridley.
Yep.
I lost
kid from Oakland.
Huh?
Didn't you have the running back in Oakland?
Josh Jacobs. I lost him. I lost Dalvin Cook.
Yes, you did. Ouch.
I lost like 6 players, dude.
Yeah. He had to bandage together.
You know the way you get back into a game without having those 6 players? You let the other team get their players injured. I already went through my injury bullshit. Now Roger's going through his because he's lost like 2 or 3 players today.
Kyler Murray's out too.
Kyler Murray's out. He lost him.
Yep.
He lost because Jameis Winston threw 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
4 interceptions.
Hey,
Who
Pete.
else did I lose? Yeah, but you know what? DeAndre Washington made up for Josh Jacobs. He scored 18.6.
There you go. That works.
So he's got Stephon Diggs left to go, and you got 2 guys, a lineman and Anthony Miller.
Yeah, lineman and Anthony Miller tonight.
So you're good.
Well, the most he can score right now is 152, and I'm at 143.
Oh, Elliot, his streak might be going down this year. Look out.
What's that?
This is going to be close then, Elliot.
No, it's not.
No, he's not gonna. He doesn't
unless
have
unless Stephon Diggs does 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Diggs plays tomorrow night against the Packers.
Yeah, he'd have to get 40 points.
Yeah, and Jamal's got Mahomes tonight, so I'm kind of worried, but I'm still 60 points up, so I'm not that worried.
Yeah, you all right?
Good.
You got that locked up, dude.
Yep.
Forget about it.
All right, so moving on. San Francisco ends up winning that game last night. And
Kittle, baby, George Kittle.
The sad part about it is that O.J. Beathard lost his brother yesterday morning to
CJ
Beathard, excuse me. His 22-year-old brother was killed in a knife fight somewhere, I think, in Kentucky or Tennessee, one of the two.
It was like Nashville or something.
Yeah, in Nashville. And of course, CJ wasn't at the game last night. He went to be with his family. And Kittle is a very, very close friend of CJ, and he was very emotional last night. It was really, really tough to watch. But it's just you can't imagine someone going through something like that. I can't, because I haven't luckily haven't had to go through that. But it's pretty sad. But they played inspired football last night. Speaking of the devil, there's my opponent. Hey, Jamal. They played their hearts out last night and then got the win for CJ. And again, Kittle was very emotional after the game. Now we go on to the middle game of yesterday. And John, what is it about the Patriots that the Bills just couldn't overcome? I mean, the defense was playing well, but what happened?
Well,
having somebody's number.
When you get face masked,
I saw that.
They don't give you a 15-yard penalty, which would have put you at about the 5-yard line with 2 minutes left and, all your downs. And this is what kills me about this play. A lot of people say, well, you're bitching about the refs. It's like, he's the ball carrier. Every single ref should be looking at that play, at that player. And it was so blatant. But what's the killer is that the week before, we had Tremaine Edmonds get called for some phantom face mask where I hit him in the chest.
Didn't even exist. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, his hands were here. They weren't up here. They were on his jersey.
And then you hear these whiny, bitchy little Patriot fans on social media Oh, the NFL's against us. Oh, they hate us. Man, listen. I'm Baltimore. I hope Baltimore kicks the shish kebabs out of them.
I do too. As much as I hate the Ravens,
they're gonna.
I hope they stomp the shit. I hope they stomp the shit out of.
But I can't throw it all. Hi, Jen. I can't throw all the blame at the refs because our offense. There comes a point in time when just you did a good job isn't enough,
right?
And you did it. We almost did it. Oh, that's 2 one-score games that we. We were in this year. It's like, no, if you want to dethrone the champs, you want to take that division, you can't have these moral victories. You have to actually win.
Yes.
And the offense, like Brian Dable, I don't understand why you hear some of these people like, oh, Brian Dable is just doing such a good job with Josh Allen. Are you kidding me? Like the last couple, and then the killer is they throw this. It's like 4th down. They throw this Hail Mary type thing because he's rushed. It's a blitz. He's back in the pocket. He doesn't know what he's doing. He flings it. He throws it to Cole Beasley. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but Cole Beasley's this big. And you're going to throw it into triple coverage or double coverage or whatever it was in the back right of the end zone. Meanwhile, you have a guy on your practice squad who has shown that he's a bully when it comes to grabbing. That's Duke Williams. For some reason, they just keep him on the bench all year. You saw what he did in Tennessee.
Yep.
He's a baller. He's a bully. He's 6 foot something. He'll go up and grab that. That's what you need. But alas, we have Brian Dable, the genius that is Brian Dable, play calling for the Bills. So if the Bills are going to get, first of all, they have a ton of money to spend in the offseason. Whatever they do in the playoffs this year, whatever. I think they could beat Houston. That's probably who we're going against. But we're not beating. We're not going into Foxborough if we got to play New England again. We're not going into Baltimore and beating them. So whatever.
Or Kansas City for that matter.
Or Kansas. I don't think. I think we play Houston. But like they got all this money to spend in the offseason. Like like John Brown is fantastic. Cole Beasley fantastic. But they're 5'2".
Yeah.
They're little slot guys or long bomb guys. You need to get bullies on those outside routes that can just grab things in the air and just ninja kick Stephon. You see how Stephon Gilmore got 8 last night, though? That was pretty sweet, right? He's the best corner in the league. Oh, yeah, John Brown made him look like anywho.
Yes.
That's my rant. Thanks for listening. I hate the Patriots.
I hate the Patriots, too. It's a 7-point win.
You guys are frozen or I'm frozen.
You're frozen.
And this is very awkward because if you guys can see the faces that you're making right now, or maybe it's me. It's probably me.
There you are. You're back now. We got you back
so
now.
It was me that was frozen.
Yes,
awesome.
It was you.
So like I said, I hate the Patriots, and that's it.
Well, you're not going to
Don't talk to Scott about Cole Beasley.
Yeah, you're not going to get any arguments from me on hating the Patriots because I'm going to hate them right there with you. I don't care who they play in the playoffs, whether it be the Baltimore Ravens, even if it's the freaking Steelers, if they make it in, I don't care. I hope they get their freaking ass kicked.
How the fuck did the Steelers lose to the Jets?
Well, because they don't
have a quarterback.
They don't have a quarterback. That's the problem. They're third.
Duck Dynasty.
The Duckster threw.
Oh, the Duck Dynasty got shot out of the sky.
The Duckster threw 2 picks, and then of course then Helmet
and they brought in Rudolph, and Rudolph got hammered.
Yeah, he got hurt, and then Duck came back in, and that was all she wrote. Jets defense is good, though. Don't get me wrong. That Jets defense is pretty decent. I mean, it's not great, but it's decent. And they played havoc. They put a lot of pressure on those quarterbacks today. So, but I was glad that happened. I was glad to see the Jets win.
Pittsburgh's got to be happy that Baltimore won because they're probably not going to play their starters next week.
Yeah, because Pittsburgh has to win to get in next week. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't know. Baltimore would be so happy to knock the Steelers out of the playoffs because that rivalry is no joke. Speaking of Baltimore, so the Browns had a 6-point lead with 2 minutes left to play in the first half, and they give up 2 touchdowns in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Yeah.
What the hell was Freddie Kitchens doing going for a 2-point conversion prematurely?
Freddie Kitchens doesn't know how to call plays anymore. He lost
Because
the talent for some reason.
that would have been an 8-point game if he kicks the field goal or the extra point.
Yes.
If you miss that 2-point conversion, you're down by 9. You still need 2 possessions. That guy's a fucking moron, dude.
He is, and I think that the sequence that happened at the end of the first half. Oh, and of course, Baltimore got the ball back in the second half and drove it down the field and scored. So they went up. They scored 3 touchdowns back to back.
Look, that Cleveland defense hung in there as much as they could.
You can only do so much, and you know what? For the first almost half of the game, that defense kept him in check. He didn't go anywhere.
No.
He couldn't break runs. He couldn't get past the line of scrimmage. They kept him in check pretty much the entire first half. But what are you going to do when they punt the ball and you're deep in your own territory and Baker throws 3 straight incompletions and the field flips and they got a short field? So what are you going to do? I mean, because Freddie Kitchens doesn't know how to use the running game. He thinks Baker can throw him out of any trouble, and because he's got Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry on the team, they can do anything. Well, I got news for you. And it doesn't work that way. You've got to run the ball to establish that passing game. I know how much you love Jarvis Landry, John. I can see you smiling and grinning, and that Cheshire cat grin of yours, I can see it already.
Hey, he's a Pro Bowler.
He is. And he's a nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year, too.
And he's a piece of anyways. Did you hear Odell's press conference this week? Where he said he's on the horn with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Toronto Argonauts.
He's just trolling the media now. He's just loving it.
I loved it. I was like, dude, you probably shit the bed in that league too. So I'm so not an Odell Beckham. Anywho, go Browns. What is your record now? 5-10?
No. We're 6-9 right now. We got to go.
6-9.
We play Cincinnati in Cincinnati next week.
Okay.
So you might finish 7-9.
Speaking of the devil, the Bengals are now on the clock.
The Bengals are now on the clock. Yeah, man. What do? They go quarterback?
Well, yeah, they're gonna get the kid from LSU. They're gonna go after him. He's
Burrow.
Yeah, they're gonna go after Burrow. He's the Heisman Trophy winner. He lit it up in the SEC this year. They're probably going to pick him. They need a quarterback. Andy Dalton's long in the tooth.
They need a lot more than just a quarterback.
Yes,
though.
they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they need a whole lot of O-line. They need a whole lot of defense.
Yeah, because Burrow's going to get killed if they don't get an O-line in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Looks like Dallas is going to 7-8.
So it's going to be Philly. Philly's winning the division.
Well, they have to win next week.
They haven't won it yet.
Redskins
They got to
first.
win next week.
They got to win against the Redskins.
Well, who's got the tiebreaker? Because they
Dallas.
both be 8-8.
Dallas.
Yeah. Dallas plays the Giants. So
wouldn't that be poetic justice? Eli Manning in his last game. No, Daniel Jones.
It'll be Daniel Jones. It'll be Jones because he played today.
Daniel Jones ripped it up today.
Yes, he did. So did Shake. So did Saquon.
Saquon had 40 fantasy points today.
Yeah.
That was by far his best game of the season.
Yep.
So funny. This league is hilarious. Well, I next week will be fun. It's a no matter week for me. We'll sit all our starters and play the Jets. So see what happens.
Is that in Orchard Park or is that in New York?
No, it's in Orchard Park.
Okay.
Which is in New York.
I'm sorry.
Fun fact. The only New York team.
I should have said, is it in Orchard Park or is it in New Jersey? Excuse me.
There we go.
That's what I should have
said. Got to make that crystal clear differentiation. And I love trolling all my buddies down in New York City who are all like, it's funny because most of the guys, I don't know about you, Elliot, but most of my friends down there, they're either they're not Giants fans, they're either like Redskins fans or Dallas Cowboy fans. Like it's so weird. None of them like the Jets. None of them like the Jets, and I think a few of them like the Giants, but it's weird. Anyway, I troll them as much as I can. Bless you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Got to crawl before you walk, buddy. No.
Right back.
So yeah, man. He's dying, folks. But as long as he's got his Jim Brown jersey on, that's all that matters. There you go. So it's happy ho-ho time.
Happy ho ho.
Happy ho ho ho. I guess not ho ho, just ho ho ho. We all ready for Christmas? Are we excited?
I'll do my shopping tomorrow.
There you go.
I did some yesterday, but I'm going to go out tomorrow. Hey, John, see this?
That's it. Drink that. Lots of it. That's anti-headache medicine, man. I'm telling you. Pound back the water. Kill it.
Stuff they don't have in the house. I just don't drink very much.
Yummy. It's tasty.
You have it.
It's a good habit to get into. Drink a liter of that stuff, or a gallon, or whatever you guys do down there. What is it? Gallons?
It's not a Tim Couch jersey, Brett. Shut up. See that? That's Jim Brown.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody's off work. My wife was talking to me that tonight. She's like, don't you take time off? I'm like, no. I'm an entrepreneur. I really don't. I'll do Christmas off, but like tomorrow to me is a Monday and Tuesday, and I guess Wednesday is Christmas, so I kind of got to slow down. But I don't want to be around this crazy house.
You could go to a remote location to do your stuff, you would, right?
If I could, I would, man. It's too much, bro. It's crazy. Like the whole house is just covered with presents and wrapping paper, and I've stepped on a few tape dispensers today. Like just, anyways, enough whining. What else are we talking about?
Well, what else is to talk about?
Oh, we can talk about how much I hate the Patriots over and over again.
Well, we can do that all night long, and it won't get old.
I know. Did you hear? Oh, did you hear the post from Julian Edelman yesterday?
No.
Like these guys, I think they do this just on purpose. And the reporter's like, yeah, so you've caught the most touchdowns or something from in the history of, like with Brady. What do you have to say about that? Edelman, straight faced, and then a little smirk after goes, I just love catching his balls.
Oh God.
Like, I mean, whatever. The Patriots, man. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some records. Adrian Peterson passed Walter Payton today for fourth in rushing touchdowns in NFL history.
Yay him.
We've talked about this before. He's a first ballot, isn't he?
AP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the Ravens clinched home field advantage, and it's the first time in franchise history they've done that. They never had home field advantage. So by beating the Browns today, they got home field. So the road to Miami goes through Baltimore as opposed to going through Foxborough, which is
because that's what all those clown Patriots fans were talking about yesterday on social media about how it goes through Foxborough. Like the only thing that goes through Foxborough is Tom's balls.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to laugh my ass off if they end up being the 3 seed and they don't get no bye this year. I'll be happy.
Yes.
Kansas City has to do its thing, because I think they're tied with the Patriots now as far as record is concerned. I'm not sure. I don't have the standings in front of me. But I'd like to see Kansas City get that number 2 seed if possible.
That'd be nice.
So that the Patriots don't have to don't get that bye week they're used to getting. Speaking of the Patriots, 10 years in a row they've won that division. They won the division the entire decade.
Because they've gotten shitty competition. I mean, let's be brutally honest. The only time they've ever had to actually try this late in the season is this year.
Yeah. Right.
And don't forget, Cheatriots.
Yes.
A franchise for cheating.
Yes.
A franchise for bending the rules to suit them.
Correct.
So everything that they've done, and maybe I'm a bitter fan, but I'm a football fan first, is boo that. I don't acknowledge that. Whatever. Cares. Useless. Do any of you gentlemen follow Terrell Owens on Twitter?
Oh, he was pissed off, dude. Wow was he pissed off.
How was that for entertainment?
NFL Network is doing their 100 greatest players of all time, and they did the receivers Friday night, and he left Owens off the list, and he was pissed. He was so butthurt, he could not stand it.
They left who off the list?
T.O.
T.O.
Yeah, Terrell Owens.
Oh, he wasn't on the list of receivers?
Correct. He was on the list of nominees.
100. Yeah. He wasn't on the list.
But he did not make the final list. And he was pissed, going off on anybody and everybody that got in his freaking way. Oh, dude, he had bad mouth. He badmouthed Mary. He badmouthed everybody from I don't know, his high school coach to Steve Mariucci about how nobody likes him or respects him. And oh my God, what a whiny little bitch. Oh my God.
He's got a huge point. To put him not on the 100 list?
Are you serious?
Terrell Owens.
Oh, come on.
Terrell Owens is like Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens.
No.
That's
no.
Who's better than Terrell Owens?
Oh,
Who's better than T.O.? Who's better than T.O.? Other than Randy Moss and Jerry Rice, who's a better receiver?
Hang on a second.
You got to look because you can't even come up with a name.
Well, no.
See, the whole thing is that people down on Terrell Owens because of his hijinks.
Attitude. Yes,
yeah.
His hijinks. That's it.
But you can't take away his fucking talent or his ability.
He was amazing. Are you kidding me? Dude, like, come on, Scott. Really? Like, you're still looking because you can't think of someone. Who are you going to come up with?
I'm scrolling to find out who made it last night. Hang on a second.
I mean, they probably got Julian Edelman on that list. Michael Irvin. Okay, Michael Irvin. Man. Yeah.
T.O. got a reason to be pissed. Yeah.
He's up there. Okay, but okay, regardless. Michael Irvin, okay, but top 5. That's where I would put T.O. Top 5 of all time.
Really?
Yeah, who else? Like, Michael Irvin is Brett just comes up with Michael Irvin, and I'll agree to that. Yes, but that was a great team, right? Like, you had a run game that was amazing that opened it up for him. Like who's the freaking running back for like Frank Gore? Maybe a couple of years for T.O. Who else?
Hang on.
You can't even think. You can't even think of someone.
No, it's not it. Hang on a second.
That's a poll. How do we do a poll? Let's do a poll in here.
Give me a second.
Marvin Harrison? No, not better. No way. Not better than T.O.
Nope.
No.
All right. These are the.
He was a clean cut, but
these are the 10 that made it over T.O. Lance Allworth.
Who?
Lance Allworth. Played for the Chargers from 62 to 72.
Different era.
Berry played with the Colts, 55 to 67.
Different era.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Not better than T.O.
No.
Marvin Harrison.
Not better than T.O.
No.
Then you have Elroy Hirsch and Don Hudson, again, before our time.
Yeah.
Steve Largent.
No way.
Seattle Seahawks.
Moss and Rice, and then Paul Warford was the other one.
No.
All made it over T.O.
Yeah, that's bull. That's crap. That's the NFL hating on him because he didn't show up to Canton. Or he wasn't invited or whatever the hell. That's the NFL being bitter. Because the NFL can do that. Did you know that the NFL actually charges players if they throw the ball into the stands? Did you know that?
Yes.
They fine what a cheap-ass league. They fine players.
And they're nonprofit, so they don't pay taxes.
It blows my mind.
You know the NFL was nonprofit?
I don't see how they can be nonprofit, but okay, are they?
I think so. That's what I heard.
How can that they've got to be nonprofit, bro? They've got to be profit. They've got to be profitable. It's the NFL, man. Yeah. They're all about money. But anyways, this league. This is what sucks, man. Football is such an amazing sport. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite thing on earth.
I'll never stop watching it.
I will never stop watching it, and that the NFL knows that. They know that there's diehard fans that love their team, that will go to the end of the earth for their team and are loyal to their team. But now, see, Chad's up there too, but not better than T.O.
No,
I love me some Ocho, man. That guy was entertaining as hell, and he could ball out, But see, this is the thing. In the NFL, they just know that they can do this and they can screw with their legends because it doesn't matter. They're going to have a new generation of guys like these guys that you just named off. I don't know who they are. I have no vested interest in them. You know? Like my NFL education starts like way early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah.
Like the end, like the mid. Let's say the Chicago Bears winning it that year in the 80s.
85.
Right on, McMahon and on.
Right.
That's it. Like everything else before that, I don't have a vested interest. So they know they can do this. They can screw, because in 10 years from now, the kids aren't going to care about T.O. They can just put him on a list and he's just, oh yeah, he was a player.
Yeah.
No, man, they screwed him, bro. They screwed him.
Well, we're going to agree to disagree on that, John, because I don't think he's one of the greatest. He's a great receiver. Don't get me wrong, and he deserves.
Yeah, he should have been top 10.
He deserved to be nominated, but is he top 10 all time? I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know, because granted, you can't compare eras back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s to 80s, 90s, and today. You just can't do it. But
Big shout out to Tony Tezak in the house making fun of Dallas. Cheers to you, Tony. I love it.
Tony's in the house making fun of Dallas. I can't see him for some reason. Anyway, but
you couldn't come up with a name though. That should tell you that he's.
Well, again, it's only because I'm terrible with names. Terrible. I wanted to name the ones that made it.
Okay, so you knew Rice would be number one, right?
Rice,
Randy Moss next.
Rice and Moss are no-brainers,
right? And this is where hi, Eliana, welcome. This is where he fits into me, like the Michael Irvin could be 3, but to me, T.O.'s there.
Yeah,
he's top
Michael
5.
Irvin wasn't on the list. Michael Irvin didn't make it either,
and he wasn't even on the list. And that's crazy. But again, I think Irvin was more. That was an amazing team.
Yeah,
to me, they had everything.
He was part of the triplets, and he was part of a great team. Yeah, he wasn't the great himself. It was
you can get open when you have Emmitt Smith as your running back.
Correct.
Right. Yes. And you have Aikman throwing the ball.
Right.
Not saying Aikman is the greatest ever. I'm just saying it was a very unique and interesting.
Correct. Agreed.
Triple-headed monster. But yeah, Dallas is going to poop the bed. I like it. Heads are going to roll. Heads are going to roll.
So Arizona's going to beat Seattle.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, by 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Awesome, Eliana. Hopefully it's the post for
Hi, Eliana.
Appreciate that. Just got to get Jen motivated now to do that, too.
Jen's a video posting machine. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. Chris Carter? No, Brett.
No, Brett. I don't know. No.
I want to put Butch Carter on that list. Big shout out to Butch, man. Toronto Raptors. Love him. The head coach.
You don't think Larry Fitzgerald's a better receiver than T.O.?
No.
Really?
Fantastic receiver. Like, one of the best, but no. T.O. was another level, dude. Like, it's like someone saying, like, Megatron. He didn't have a long enough career, right?
Right. Well, he wasn't on the list either.
We put Isaac Bruce in. No, again, that's a good team, right? That Isaac Bruce, to me, that's a good team.
Yes.
He's good, but that was, again, a good team. But, I don't know. Anywho, I can't believe you don't think T.O. I think you're jaded because of his off-field antics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason you can possibly have to take away all of that and then watch his film. Just watch how he would separate, how he would catch, he was fast. He was 17 feet tall.
He personally kept Philadelphia in that Super Bowl with New England.
Very true. I agree with that.
And he came back from a knee injury to do it.
He had a broken leg.
Yeah.
Shades of what's his face in the Rams back in the '79, which is before your time, John. Jack Youngblood against the Steelers. He played
on a broken leg.
Yeah.
Bob Gibson pitched on one in the '67, was it?
Something like that.
You guys are old, man.
Thank you. We are old.
We've earned it.
Yes. Yes,
Get
we
a
are.
badge of honor, right? When you get
We're
50.
not. We're well seasoned.
Well seasoned. Yes.
You've marinated for a couple of
Yes.
extra decades.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yes.
We are aged
Wayne.
like fine wine.
Like fine wine and being good steaks.
Brett says Reggie Wayne. Again, I think a fantastic player. A
Hall of
great
Famer.
receiver. Hall of Famer.
But he
Not top.
Not in it yet, but I think he will. I don't think did Reggie go in yet? Did Reggie Wayne go in last year?
I don't think so.
I think he retired in the last couple of years, though.
damn. Seattle got chewed up for 253 rush yards today.
Jesus Christ.
Who was that? That was our good friend Kenyon.
Kenyon
Drake,
Drake.
right? Wow.
Kenyon Drake became reborn when he went to Arizona. Yeah.
Poor David Johnson. What happens to him? He got that
He'll get
big
traded.
fat signing bonus, and they'll probably end up releasing him.
Right.
He'll get traded,
You think they'll trade or they'll have to release?
or it could be a release.
No one will
But
take
I
that
tried to get-
contract, man. That's only like
That's
year
true.
one of it or something. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how much is guaranteed, but that sucks, man. I feel for him, bro.
He had such a great start to his career. Too bad his great downfall was it was the injuries. He's been injured a lot too.
Ugh.
So
The Seattle Seahawks lost to Randy Hundley.
yep. Well, actually, no. Kyler Murray won that game. Only just filled in. So
Dude. Any Sunday.
and Michael Thomas,
Set the record.
he passed Marvin Harrison for the NFL reception record.
He's at 145 now.
Yep.
It's crazy. Yeah,
The record is the number of receptions that he's caught in a season. That's
I find it amazing that he was so overlooked at the beginning of the year. You know?
was.
Even last year too. Like last year, he had a really good season.
Yeah.
People this year, they were just like, and I'm speaking specifically fantasy too, because he was like D-Hop was first off the board. You know.
Yeah.
Might have even been Julio after that, but Michael Thomas was second round guy for a lot of leagues. I think his ADP was second round, but it's like that guy is like. Again, he has Drew Brees throwing him the football, which kind of helps. But
Yes.
you still need to separate. You still need to go up and get it, and you still got to beat corners.
Yes.
And
And he does that.
he does that. I don't know, Brett. I don't know. It's funny. There's a guy on Steam. Big shout out to Bronc Nuts, one of the OGs on Steam. He's a diehard Broncos fan, and just if you watch some of his commentary on the Broncos games, it's absolutely priceless.
I've seen him on his videos. Yes.
He's awesome, man. He's in depth, man. It'd be awesome to see if he'd ever want to come to these things on Sundays. I think he's 50-50 on Drew Lock. I think he wants to go out and get a new quarterback and stuff, but I think
Drew
it's
Lock,
more,
the last 3 weeks he's been lighting it up. I mean, he had a rough week last week.
but I think it's more. I think more Elway than anything is the issue. I think it's that family is so in love with the history. This is what happens to these franchises that have these epic players, right? Like the Oilers do that here in Edmonton. It's finally they got rid of all the guys from the 80s.
Yeah.
The Bills always wanted to relive, like, look at old Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas. It's like, shit was a long time ago, man. We need to move on. And this is what I think Denver's going through right now. It's like they got to get rid of the past and say, okay, let's go.
Well, Elway has not proven to be a good GM at this point. He really hasn't.
You got good pieces. Cortland Sutton is no joke, man. I love Philip Lindsay too. I think that, Von Miller is Von Miller. He's getting older. They were even saying he might get traded. But they got to just get rid of the past, bro, and go forward. Like, this is what franchises have to do. They have this nostalgia because they know what they can sell shit to fans. Because remember I told you about how we are addicted to we're addicted to the team. It doesn't matter what we think of the league. We love our teams.
Right.
So this is what's happening, I think, in Denver. Denver's basically got to say, Elway, you're a legend. We love you. You'll always have a place here, but we're moving on. But
the Bolins love Elway, and that's the problem.
They love him.
Hello, Bill. Nice to see you, buddy. And my cousin Bill Bridgman from Maine in the house.
Wicked pisser.
Yeah. But It is what it is. I mean, the Baldwins love it, John Elway, and they need to get over that. I think you're right. They need to get over it. You know, the Elway years was 20 years ago when he won. It's the last time that they won Super Bowl with John Elway was 20 years ago.
Yeah, Terrell Davis was a long time ago.
Right? Yes. Yeah. So
Shannon Sharp was a long time ago.
Yes. So
even though you see him every day with
Elliot, you're making me dizzy, bro.
Sorry.
But
I'm already dizzy, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I mean, and you know what? And I'm nostalgic about the old days too. You know me. I love me some talk about some Brian Sipin, some Bernie Kosar, and you know all that stuff. I'm nostalgic too. Hell, I'm wearing a Jim Brown jersey for Christ's sake. So I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Dude, but see, you don't have glory. You don't have glory in the Browns.
No, we don't.
That's the problem.
Not since 1964, we don't know.
Okay, so that's the problem. See, for me, I'm. This is why my Blue Jays love has dwindled, because 1992 and 93 were a long ass time ago.
Yes, they were.
Right? Why am I always throwing up Toronto Raptors as world champions? Because that was last season.
Yes.
Right? So it's like I don't care what the teams have done in the past. Like, oh, the Toronto Maple Leafs won so many Stanley Cups in the 60s. That was the 60s, man. Don't care.
You know what? The Buccaneers won the Super Bowl in 2003, and I it's like it doesn't seem like it was. I mean, and I'm almost.
But 2003 was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, and that's 17 years ago, and it's like that's
right?
the last time they were really good. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like,
so,
I mean,
you know,
where's Warren Sapp now? You get arrested for.
I don't know. You got him. I don't know. He's due for one. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's due for one.
He was entertaining.
Yes.
Can you believe that the Raiders still have a chance of making the playoffs?
That's hilarious.
Don't Tennessee and Pittsburgh both have to lose next week, I think, or something like that?
Yeah, they're not mathematically eliminated yet. Let's put it that way.
Bro, poor Tyrod, man.
Yeah.
Tyrod sent the Bills to glory, and then got shipped off.
And then he got shipped off to Cleveland, where his career died.
That's not where he is now, though.
He's in the Chargers.
Yeah, he's in the Chargers now.
Ran for negative -2 yards. That's what Brett just said.
Too funny.
Man, poor Tyrod.
When you only play one snap every 6 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyrod was. He'll always have a place in our heart.
He did you guys good.
He did, man. Actually, it was the Bengals. Actually, it was Tyler Boyd, right? Got that freaking ball against Baltimore.
Right.
Well, at least you guys made the playoffs this year without.
This year we made it on our own, and it was great. And it was like we were playing with house money yesterday. It sucks. We could have got it, but you know what? It's the NFL doesn't want Buffalo winning. They're too much, you know, with Mr. Kraft. So it's okay.
So the Eagles did beat the Cowboys.
Yes, they did. Who's on Sunday Night Football tonight?
That would be the Chiefs and the Bears.
Yeah.
And that would be in Chicago.
Put some points up.
That will be interesting. That's either going to be a great offensive juggernaut of a game for Kansas City or an extremely boring game defensively.
Correct.
Actually, Trubisky's been playing well the last 2 or 3 weeks, so they might make a game of it.
Yeah.
You never know.
No one's half the battle.
Complete a few passes to Anthony Miller. That's all I need.
Well, tonight's game is basically, I mean, the Chiefs. Oh, hang on a second.
The Chiefs need to win, right?
Yeah, they do. They do. Yes, the playoff picture. Basically, right now, the standings are. Come on, load already, guys.
Baltimore, New England,
New England,
Houston,
Chiefs, and then the Texans.
Yep.
Chiefs are. Oh, the Chiefs are 10-4, so maybe they may not be able to catch unless New England loses against Miami next week. They can't catch the Patriots. So right. The Patriots are still going to get their bye week. They'll be the number 2 seed in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean the Bills got the 5 seed, and the 6 seed is up for grabs still. Between
that's either Pittsburgh or Oakland, right?
You're looking at correct. Yeah, the Browns were eliminated today.
Okay.
Yeah, the Browns were eliminated today. So, and then the NFC, the seedings are the Niners, Saints, Packers, Eagles with the Seahawks in the number 5 spot, and the Vikings. The Eagles have the inside track right now for the division, but they have to win next week in order to do that. And then the Cowboys, of course, even though they lost, they still are not out of it yet. Believe it or not, they're not out of it yet. For some reason, they hold the tiebreaker against the Eagles, even though the Eagles won today. I don't get that. The whole tiebreaker thing just blows my mind. I can't figure it out. So it is what it is.
Well, it's obviously not head to head. It probably has something to do with
division. It's actually the division records are the same too. So in this, so
then it's conference record after that.
Conference record is the same as well. So I don't get it.
Okay, so there's more tiebreakers down the line.
Yeah. So
it's who dances the best, I guess.
Well, if the Eagles lose next week and the Cowboys win, the Cowboys end up having the.
Who has the worst fucking owner? Dallas. That's who
Dallas.
That's who needs to be eliminated.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
The reason why the Cowboys get it is because if they win next week and the Eagles lose, the Cowboys end up better with the conference and division records better. That's why they're going to win it. So,
okay.
But
Jason Garrett.
They tied the season 1-1.
Yeah.
Garrett's on. Hey, what's his name? Jason Garrett's on the clock too because it was said that he didn't make the championship game. Chances are he won't be coming back.
Yeah.
They might not even make the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, Brett, the Patriots have to lose to the Dolphins next week, which probably is not going to happen. So I'm just saying.
Is it in Miami?
Hey, is it in Miami?
That's a good point.
I think it is.
We need to find out.
Because we can have miracles.
The Patriots don't play real well in Miami.
No, they hate playing in Miami. You know what happened last year when they played in Miami?
The miracle, baby.
Yeah, the lateral miracle, yes.
That would be awesome.
Oh, who are they playing?
Let me take him 1 second here. Let me see what happened here next week. Come on.
See if he's quicker than me with my phone.
I know Dallas is at New York.
It's in Orchard Park. It's in Foxborough.
It's in Foxborough.
See, look at that. I did it on my phone in 2 seconds.
That's not going to happen.
20 minutes.
That's not going to happen, dude.
No.
Yeah, it's in Foxborough. And there is no Monday night game next week.
All the games are on Sunday next week.
All the games are on Sunday.
And the Sunday night game is going to be the classic.
Sunday night game is the game to watch. It's going to be for the NFC West. It's the Niners at the Seahawks. It's for all the marbles. Yes.
They could have home field throughout too.
Yeah, the winner of that game probably gets the number 1 seed. You are correct. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Actually, New Orleans still might have something to say about that too.
Well, the Saints play at Carolina next week.
Did you see what the Colts did to the Panthers today?
Yes, I did. I did see what they did to the Panthers today. Yes.
That was our glorious Florida Gator, right? Will Greer?
Yes.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Like, first of all, other sports news. Hilarious shit. First of all, big shout out to the world champion Toronto Raptors for overcoming a 30-point deficit to the Dallas Mavericks and beating them 110-107.
That's no small feat. That's no small feat.
Dallas
is playing really good right now.
And everybody's
By the way, that would be defending world champs.
Yes. Defending world champs, yes, sir. Everybody's hurt for the Raptors, too. Pascal's gone.
Oh, yeah, Pascal. Yeah. What's his name? Gasol, he's gone.
Yeah, Gasol, Norm Powell, and Pascal are all hurt. So, but this is the funniest news bit of the day, and it's baseball news. Baseball news. You ready for this?
You're going to talk baseball? Really?
I'm going to talk baseball. Reports coming out 4 hours ago. The Toronto Blue Jays and Boston Red Sox are discussing a David Price trade.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you really want David Price?
I don't want David Price. I don't want.
You're gonna have to, and the Boston's gonna want the farm for David Price.
Right? No, it's stupid. And then apparently Edwin is trying to come back to Toronto too. There's mutual interest with
re-signing.
Yeah, I'm all for that because he'll go minimum to come back to Toronto.
Yes,
we love Edwin.
He loves Toronto.
He loves Toronto. And then we agreed to a 1-year, $4 million contract with Travis Shaw.
All you need now is the maker of rain and Joey Bats to come back, and you're all set.
Yeah, that would be such a Toronto thing to do. Like, hey, let's relive it in 2015, guys. Come on back. There you go, Jen. Just for you. There you go.
Yeah, here you go.
Scott off. Just to piss Scott off. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is the funniest thing. Like, David Price, really, dude? Like, you bolted on us. Piss off. Bye. You took off. You didn't want. No. I'm good, man. Thanks. We're good. But the Jays will probably do it.
Katie's not here to argue with you.
Damn.
She's the Boston Red Sox.
She's Boston's, and Ken's a Boston fan.
Yes, Ken's not here either to argue.
Listen, dude, I don't hate the Sox. Like, I don't even technically really hate the Yankees. It's like I have a hatred for the Patriots.
Yes,
because they're like the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox are not they're not scummy franchises. They're just really big, and they're the empire.
Tired of them winning.
But they're not scummy like they don't. You'll never hear of like a scummy story. It's always from the freaking Patriots.
Yes,
But I don't really hate the Yankees or the
Red Sox. Bruins.
It's really good.
Bruins.
I don't really hate the Bruins. The only dude I hate the Celtics.
Yeah,
I really don't like any team. And the Brooklyn Nets, because any team that Kenny Anderson played for, and the Portland Trailblazers, I can't stand. So Celtics, Nets, and Trailblazers, I can't stand because Kenny Anderson's
Brett. We don't care who replaces Coughlin. That's
me and my friends used to go to the Air Canada Center back in the day.
Yeah, and
when Kenny would come, we'd have our signs up, and we'd never get on TV because we were swearing and cursing on the signs, but we would boo the crap because Kenny got traded. That was the Damon Stoudemire thing. He got traded and refused to report to Toronto. Right. He didn't want to play. So we have this hate on for Kenny. So any team Kenny plays for, I hate. So Celtics, but it's the Celtics and Patriots in Boston. I don't hate the Bruins. I loved Cam Newton.
Well, as a Lightning fan, I hate the Bruins. Okay. As an Indians
Brad
fan,
Marchand's a dick, but
Yeah. As an Indians fan, I hate the Red Sox and the Yankees because for years we were in that division and we could never get to the top.
We're in the division.
Yeah. I can't.
I know the pain, bro.
Yeah.
It's like they're signed Garrett Cole, and who do we get? Travis Shaw. It's like
you might get David Price. There you go.
Right. We'll have to, like you said, give up the farm for because Boston's not stupid and they'll want like big money for it.
Yes.
And we don't have
because farm. He actually pitched well in the playoffs 2 years ago. He did. He got.
You see Garrett Cole without his beard.
That's right. He had to shave his beard for play with the Yankees. That's right. He's got to play with. He's got to take his beard off and he's got to get his hair cut. That's how the Yankees.
Yeah, he got to trim. He got to trim on the side. No, like it's there's no whatchamacallit shit that hangs out the back. There's no mullet.
I just remember when what's the guy's name that came from Boston, went to the Yankees that had the real long hair. They had to cut it when he got to New York.
Johnny Damon.
Yeah, Johnny Damon. There you go.
Right. Yeah.
That was hilarious. Brett. You asked me who's going to replace Tom Coughlin. I don't give a flying fart who replaces Tom Coughlin. Because
who cares about Jacksonville that much? Who really cares about Jacksonville that much?
Jacksonville doesn't care. The only people that care about Jacksonville live in Jacksonville and London.
And they don't even care. They care more about the Florida Gators. I have proof.
Yeah.
Did you hear the stories though about the?
He was a freaking dictator. Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, he was being a fucking dictator.
BS fines he threw out. He was just throwing some BS fines at the players just because he wanted to. Yeah, Coughlin just you got to respect him because
Giants fans are clamoring.
You got to respect Coughlin for what he did. You got to respect Coughlin for what he did with the Giants, but
I'll be right back.
He's a terrible manager. Terrible. He's just he thinks his shit don't stink, and that's all there is to it. And to be honest, Brett, there are more Gator fans in Jacksonville than there are Jaguar fans in Jacksonville. So nobody cares about the Jaguars. So it is what it is. Jacksonville.
Besides, how much money did they spend on Nick Foles?
Way too much.
Too much.
Way too much. Because Nick Foles,
Nick Foles had 2 good weeks in his life.
Correct. Correct.
And he won a Super Bowl because of it.
Yes.
But then you go out and sign him to a ridiculous contract, and what he broken clavicle first game, and then in the comeback game, he threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah, correct.
3 interceptions.
He was
or something like that.
benched from Minshew.
Yeah. And then Minshew's been playing like crap too.
Yes.
That's because they broke his rhythm.
Toodles, Eliana.
Keuchel. They got Keuchel. Are you kidding me?
Huh?
White Sox got Keuchel for 3 years, $55 million.
Dallas?
White Sox.
Dallas Keuchel?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pitcher.
Yeah. To the White Sox?
To the White Sox. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's where people's careers go to die. So
Yes, correct. Yes.
bad for him.
So what else you want to talk about? How are the Oilers doing, John?
Oh, buddy. Top 2 scorers in the league. One was 60 points, one was 61. That is the dynamic duo of Mr. Connor McDavid and the Sir Leon Draisaitl.
Yes.
And I went looking for a Draisaitl shirt for my kid for Christmas. Couldn't find it. It's just all Connor McDavid stuff. So I'm more of a Draisaitl guy. I love the power forwards.
I would think he'd want someone from San Jose as opposed to
No, my other kid, the little one. He has no idea what hockey is. I'm trying to mold this one because I lost my other kid to
the Sharks. Well, go ahead. What is the Cardinals? What?
I don't know. I have no idea. I can't explain it. I don't get it. He likes the Arizona Cardinals. I don't get
Why?
it. He liked the Houston Astros before the Houston Astros were good. Like he likes teams that suck for some. I'm like, why don't you just become a Bills fan, buddy? It's easy. They've sucked forever.
Right.
Now they're good. It's so much sweeter. Yeah, man. So I'm trying. Draisaitl and Leon and McDavid are just absolutely insane. I went to a game a couple weeks ago and just you see these guys live, bro. It's like it's another like. Did you see the goal? Did you see the highlight goal he got last night, Connor?
No.
Oh, Google it. He like Leon does this little pass right in the middle. Connor goes straight down the middle of the ice, goes around the Montreal defense, totally leaves Price out to dry. Like it was beautiful. It was insane. And it's like you see it on TV and it's like, oh, that's awesome. Then you see it in real life and it's just like, holy crap, that kid is fast.
Well, you can see how fast he is on TV. You just got to be there in person to see it. Like you literally see the separation. Like, you know how like in hockey, like a guy will muscle his way around a dude? Yeah.
Like literally Connor will start and just separate. And he gets further and further away from the defender. And it's amazing to watch. It's amazing. And what's so awesome is that these two guys are here for 8 years.
Yeah.
Like, signed massive contracts. Now it's up to the GM, and he already did it. He did the trade of the summer, I think. They got rid of Milan Lucic for James Neal. I mean, that was just freaking brilliant. So, the Oilers they're good, man. They're good. You know, Leafs won 2 last night. I mean, it's all is good in hockey land, but I feel like Robert Arnold, man. I ain't counting my blessings. Just enjoying it. I don't expect anything than what I'm expecting.
John with the redneck reference. Thank you very much, John, for bringing that up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was thinking of him because I went and saw Star Wars. So
yeah.
I
was it good?
I mean, it's a Star Wars movie. If you go in expecting lightsabers and fights and enjoying a bag of popcorn, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Right? And this is what I said. I did a little review of it on Steam last night. I said, if you're going in trying to feel that emotional attachment you had to Han and Chewie and Leia.
You're not going to get it.
You're not going to get it. I can't get it from Rey, Finn, and Poe.
And I'm 2 movies in, and I have yet to have that connection.
Right.
I don't get that connection.
Like, if any of them died, I wouldn't have cared.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't have cared. It would have been like, okay, great. Who cares? If Finn would have got his head chopped off by a Sith Lord, it wouldn't have made any. Now, if that would have happened, like when Luke lost his hand
that was emotional.
Empire Strikes Back, I felt that.
Yeah.
His hand, he didn't even die. It was his hand.
Yeah.
Like, you felt that.
Yeah.
This new one.
I'm not as into these characters as I was the original trilogy. I mean, even the prequels, you couldn't get into those characters either because the movies are so bad. you really couldn't get to those.
Well, Revenge of the Sith was awesome.
I agree. I like Revenge of the Sith.
Fantastic. And it set it up perfectly to show you how he became Vader, and it was just brilliant. It was awesome.
But, I mean, I'll see it. Whether I see it in the theater or wait till it comes on Disney.
You'll enjoy it. If you go in just saying, you know what, I want to see some lightsaber fights, I want to see some awesome dog fights in space, and I want to like kind of crack a few jokes, and then look, when Lando shows up, it's like, oh, Billy D, how you doing? It's nostalgic, and it's cool, but it's if there's just no emotional attachment to the
right.
The ending is pretty cool.
Hi, Katie. Katie. Good to see you, Katie. Hope you're doing well.
Excuse me.
We were just talking about how the Red Sox are about to trade David Price to Toronto. And how John was lamenting that because he can't stand David Price.
They'll probably end up giving him Guerrero Jr.
Because they're going to give him the house to get David Price.
And all the every single good guy that we got on our team, they'll end up giving up. Name brand. Oh,
we're going to sacrifice the farm to get David Price to see what they can do.
Hey, why don't you go and get Joshy back while you're at it? I mean, like, just stupid dumbass. Anywho, that's my review of Star Wars.
Well, you know what, and I haven't seen it yet, and I will see it, whether I do it in the theater or on Disney Plus. I don't know.
It's worth it. It's worth it to go see in the theater. I mean, it's a Star Wars movie, for God's sake.
Well, I still want to go see Frozen 2 too. I want to, because I'm a big Frozen fan, believe it or not. Yes, I am. I like Frozen. Just don't judge. Don't at me. I like Frozen. I love Frozen. I don't know why.
I'm trying not to puke.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But I wanted to go see Midway in the theaters. I know you did. You went and saw it, John. I know you saw Midway in the theaters. I wanted to go see that, but I missed the chance to see that in the theaters. But I do want to see Star Wars, and Star Wars should be seen.
What about Tenet? Have you seen the previews for Tenet yet?
No.
Google it. Google it. It's the new Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh, I like me some Christopher Nolan now.
And if you liked Inception.
I never saw Inception.
You haven't seen Inception? Oh,
no, never saw Inception.
Inception is the greatest movie ever.
Oh, come on.
It's like
Leo.
Seriously. It's like Aliens, Empire Strikes Back, Inception. That's my top.
That was the movie with Leo, right?
With Leo. Inception is
where the
mind blowing,
moving around.
Mind blowing. Yeah. Like it'll just screw with your head. It's great. It's fantastic. But Tenet, Tenet, Tenet. Okay. Go and Google it. It is going to be. Oh my gosh. Like if it's what I think it is, it's just this is me freaking out, just glitching a little. Glitching the Matrix here. It's like Matrix level stuff. That's what it is. Yeah, I know. I can't believe you haven't seen Inception. Like, what are you doing? Seriously? Like, stop.
I'm not a big Leo fan.
Watch Inception tonight, dude.
I'm not a big DiCaprio fan, so that's why I didn't go watch it. I can't stand DiCaprio.
Who gives a shit? I don't care about DiCaprio. I don't give a crap. Oh my gosh, dude! Do yourself a favor and go watch Inception tonight.
Okay.
No, seriously, it's got to be on Netflix. You guys are in the States. Everything's on Netflix.
Everything's. Oh well, stars. It's got Robert Pattinson in it, who is the new Batman.
Yep, and some dude I've never heard of, but he's the star. And
John David Washington is his name.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, me either. Yeah. It's got Michael Caine, Kenneth Branagh. That's not bad. That's a pretty good cast.
Dude, it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And like I said, I do love me some Batman trilogy for Christopher Nolan. I mean that.
Right.
Yeah.
And Interstellar. Did you see Interstellar, or tell me you saw Interstellar?
I did not see Interstellar.
Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, killing me. You're killing me, Scott. Like you haven't seen Inception, you haven't seen Interstellar. Like, what do you do on your spare time, dude? What do you do?
Not much. I don't have spare time. I just chill. I'm old.
I'm old too.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm old, bro.
No, I got 10
You
years.
were my age a decade ago. That's not a long time ago. Like 32 to me just seems like yesterday, and now here I am with gray hairs everywhere. Like, what the hell how did that happen?
That happens, dude. I tell you, the warranty runs out at 40 years old.
I know. So look at this. Like my wife said, I look like
hair. You have no hair.
She told me last night I look like a chia pet.
Chia. You mean upside down chia pet?
Yeah.
Your wife told you that?
Yeah. She said I look like a chia pet. I'm like, oh, thanks, babe. It makes me feel just awesome.
This is the woman that married you. She loves you, and she told you called you a chia pet. Okay.
At least she's honest. You know, I do.
Time to go get some. Time to go get some clippers. Time to go get some clippers
Tonight or tomorrow. I'm just shaving it all off, man. Like I've got to that age, bro. I've got to that age where it's just shave it off, keep it bald. So, absolutely, Jen. Thank you. It's just excuses. She's 46. She has chronic pain, but she still saw those movies, and she has a life, Scott.
Okay.
Excuses.
Brett, that's 2 weeks away. I'm not worried about it yet.
Brett's talking about college football.
Yes, I know.
That's my cue.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready for bed. My head's ready to explode, so I'm ready.
Well, good. Hey, good job for showing up, man. You deserve a high five, buddy.
Because if normally with a headache this bad, I would have called the show. But I told myself this time I'm not going to do it.
And I harassed him a little bit too.
You did a little bit. That's all right. You
pop an Advil and buck up. That's exactly what I told him.
Exactly. What'd you say, Elliot? Your phone's
I should get one of those high fives too.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, yeah. Elliot, you got a high five.
Through, yes.
High five.
High five, Elliot. I hope you feel better. Folks, we're going to call it a night. We are the Sports Nerds. I want to wish everybody out there who's watching the recording a very Merry Christmas.
Joyous Kwanzaa.
And Happy Hanukkah as well.
Happy Hanukkah. This week. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
And thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you, the small crowd that does see us out every week. Hopefully we can grow this a little bit more next year. I'll be more adventurous and more proactive on it. John's not holding out hope, but I'm going to try to anyway.
I have tips. You should just listen.
I have a whole website of tips. I mean, let's get that straight.
I have a whole website filled with tips on how to grow anything.
But gentlemen, you have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy time with your family. John, if you can run away and get away from him for a day or two, do that because it would be healthy for you.
Bro, I'm just locking the doors. No, actually, my brother-in-law is actually coming to kidnap me on Christmas because we're going to something that he's throwing. So, that's good.
All right, Elliot, get some rest. Hope you feel better, brother. Okay.
All right, guys.
Merry Christmas to you guys. We are the Sports Nerds. On behalf of my buddy John Olson, Big E 9 Toes there, Elliot Lamba. I am the Sports Nerd. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we are out. Gentlemen, John's gone. Elliot, what's going on, brother?